Hey, what's up, Anna? Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up. What the fuck? Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, hold on. Let me turn off this music.
All right.
What the fuck? Where did I put it? Oh, it's under brand.
It's under brand, yeah.
Here we go. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, that's kind of neat that I can send you a thing and then you could join, and it worked. I mean, for
Yep.
you, I know that you get it, right?
It worked.
I know that you
I'm here.
clearly have not had that problem, but I was just the first time I'm doing it, so I'm like, is this thing even gonna work? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like one of those kind of situations. So,
Right.
so anyway, so yeah, so I'm just figured I would
That's
just
amazing.
model. What's that?
That's amazing, man.
Thanks. Yeah, it's coming along pretty good. It really started to come together when I got his face looking in his hair, like all that stuff. Because then you start to think maybe it looks like somebody,
Well, the chin beard is really, really incredible.
Yeah, it's gonna, like if you zoom in,
right,
it looks like these pieces.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back and make them more hair-like, but yeah. So.
Well, you know the limit of what the model can do,
Well,
in the printer and everything.
That is the question, because, one of the problems I have with this crossbow, right? I might not print these strings,
right?
Like his strings, for the crossbow. I'm not sure. I have a bad feeling it's not going to print too good.
Well, the way you got around that with where is he?
With Hawkeye?
Yeah. You made this. Well, I mean, the first one that you sent me, of course, it the string kind of like went.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, the first one kind of broke, but
right. I made it
been pretty sturdy.
I made it much thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one I kind of don't want to do that. I might kind of be screwed. I might have to. I even consider buying black strong cord or thread.
Yeah.
And then putting that on there and making, because they do that quite a bit with figures now. Is they'll print them and then they'll put actual clothing on them.
Well, I think I've seen people use actual filament.
Like is it filament kind of like fishing wire?
Yeah, like fishing wire.
Okay, that's actually a pretty fucking good idea.
I know.
Wow, that's pretty good. I like that. No, that's really good. I like that one. And you know why I like it too? It's because it somewhat resembles what the cord on the crossbow might actually look like.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Wow. I'm glad I thought of it.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. It's inspirational.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's funny? My camera is looking at the screen of my PC. So I put probably at least a week into building this crossbow.
Yeah.
I had to go do research as to what the actual crossbow on the show looked like. Right? And I'm like, gotta find them and everything and all that crap. So yeah, it turned into quite the challenge.
Yeah, so, it's very accurate.
Thank you. Yeah. So what's the status with your book?
Well, the status is I'm about to make some pretty big changes here shortly.
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
Well, it means that people will get a book pretty close to on time, but it won't be the whole book.
Okay.
I'm making a I've had some revelations about where the story needs to go.
Oh,
and I realized that what I've got now is pretty much its own arc, and will be a really good kind of Ashcan.
Oh, right.
And so rather than give people nothing on the date that I promised, I'm going to give them a promissory note. And the people who've already backed don't have to. We'll get this pretty much out on me. It's going to be on my dime, basically. But people who back after that point, it'll be available as an add-on.
Oh, I see. I got you. Well, I mean, just so you know, I mean, I don't know what date you put there, but it's not written in stone.
No, I'm aware, but I'm also aware that I have a brand new universe here. I have a brand new that has a lot of crowd, world building that needs to take place, and so it just made sense for me to, make. I'm probably going to put out like some of the FERA files along with it.
What is that?
That's it's like world building stuff. It's going to be my fictitious federal organization. Some of the files they have,
like background info about the world.
Yeah,
I see. That's kind of cool.
So I think the people who back the FERA files, I think I'm going to send that out along with this like smaller comic. And for the bigger book, I think I'm going to make some changes with my art team to be determined.
Right. Okay.
But I've
is that like a going to be a kerfuffle?
I don't think so, because I'm keeping certain things the same, and I'm going to basically I'm going to I'm basically going to give them work. So they're still going to get work, but it's just going to be alteration to their current paradigm.
So does that mean like changing a couple pages?
Well, changing some pages and some other stuff.
Okay.
Like there's some conversations that need to be had, so I don't want to, jump the gun on.
What exactly it's going to be, right?
Well, yeah, I need to. There's some stuff I need to see first, and once I see this stuff, I'm going to be able to go back and say, okay, this is the direction we're going, and so if they can see that that I'm not like moving in this direction because of this or the other thing, I'm moving towards something, and so it won't be as exclusionary that way, and so it's gonna be a lot of like money to retool like this, but the bottom line is I want this comic in people's hands, and that's my ultimate goal.
Well, sure.
But but being able to have something out there, I mean, I just need, I was stuck. I was kind of like stuck for a long time before I figured out this is the way forward, and I'm no longer stuck now. I feel like I'm picking up some momentum again. And
I know exactly how it feels.
I know you do. I mean,
because you kind of feel like once people buy your book, you obligated to do it along when you said you were going to do it, right? And also, you want to make it successful.
Oh yeah,
right. So there's that too, But there are people who still like launched around the same time I launched that still have not finished their book.
Yeah.
So, it's,
Well,
and I don't know why some people get a pass and some people don't on that. So,
oh yeah, I know. I mean, there's a person I know that I'm pretty good friends with that well, I don't I'm a good acquaintance with. We're a nodding acquaintance basically.
Mm-hmm.
And he just got he just kind of got like stars in his eyes about this one artist who's just incredible.
Okay.
But to the point where he paid this guy up front. Made the mistake of paying this guy up front. I guess it was a demand this guy made, right?
Right.
And so he pays this guy up front, with the money from the campaign because people saw these images and they're like, holy shit, I need this comic. And then the guy just ghosted him once he had the money, right?
No way.
Oh, and it goes even further. This guy keeps getting work.
No.
The artist keeps getting work.
Right.
They're blaming the writer. They're blaming that guy. To the extent where he not only he's gone back and now he's paying another artist to finish the book.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So is this a guy that you can say shit about, or is this a guy that you can't even say nothing?
Oh, they know it. I mean, they know it. I mean, the book that he did instead of doing this guy's book was Graveyard Shift.
Oh,
He
I
did a
see.
supplemental book for John Malin,
Oh,
who poached this guy off of this campaign.
I got you.
And then nobody gives a shit, because it's John Malin. He can do whatever the frig he wants to do.
Right.
And so nobody's batted an eye, and this guy keeps getting cover work, left and right, and so he's the cautionary tale for everybody out there.
It's good to hear that, though, right? Because I would never consider that possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people are that brazenly such jerks about something.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, but he's talented enough that people are like, well, I'll take the chance, So that's the thing. This is an art fetishist community. It's an art fetishist community. It's not a comic community. It's art fetishist community.
Yeah, you're kind of right. I mean, there are people who have that kind of cachet, but you also wonder how long that can last. Like,
well,
how many times
what are you seeing right now? What are you seeing right now? You're saying this community coming apart at the seams.
Oh,
and the reason why, is it's a penis measuring artist. That's what's going on. That's why the whole thing's coming apart.
I don't think I would put it like in those terms, because I think it's a personality measuring contest. Right. So yeah.
And who are the personalities? Who are the personalities?
Well, yeah, they're all the big names, so they can even.
And big name what? Big name what?
Well, yeah, they're artists. I'm not saying they're not artists. I mean, what you're saying is not 100% correct. So for example, there are writers there are just personality people, like that Dick Masterson guy. Okay, he's a great talker. That guy, right? He can. So when people,
I don't even know who that is. I don't follow EVS. I don't watch any of his shows, so I don't even know who that guy is.
Well, okay, maybe you're better off. Okay, but anyway, I'm like, this guy is just you can just tell he has a strong voice and he's great at talking about.
He goes by Dick.
Well, some people do. I mean,
nobody in the 20th century does.
Well, it is rare. It is rare, I will say. But you know what it is, though? If you saw the guy, you would see that's part of his shtick.
I think I've seen pictures of him online. Yeah.
But his shtick is, I'm zany wild.
Uh-huh.
Right? I'm zany wild, so if you call me Richard, it just doesn't work.
Well, if you're using a dad joke for your first name, that tells me all I need to know about you.
Okay. You actually might be right. I'm not good at judging stuff like this. I'll be honest with you. I usually tend to look at people and not ascribe motives. But if you've been around the block enough, you can probably
You are
spot
the
them.
biggest conspiracy theorist I know.
Yeah, but you know what it is? What it is?
Why?
It's the individual factor. So like I'm great at looking at these conspiracies, but when it comes to like individual people, I go, oh yeah, he wouldn't. This guy would never do that. Right? I don't know. I have that blind spot. I'm not like that.
So it's like everything is a conspiracy except you don't believe the worst in people. Okay.
Well, I sometimes do. It is a weird thing.
Conspiracies are made up by people, right?
That is true. I'm not saying that's not true.
You're the first person I know to immediately ascribe like sinister motives to people, and so I'm going to call bullshit on that.
Well, I'm just telling you, it's a pattern with me. It's a pattern with me where I'll go, oh yeah, I don't think John Doe would do that. You know?
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. So, but maybe like sometimes if I know the person and I know that fucker's full of shit, then I sort of like I can take the kid gloves off kind of a thing, you know.
Nah.
But the thing that this group is coming apart at the seams is it's in my opinion it's largely driven by these big personalities, right? By Ethan and by Eric July, and then the people that want to get capital out of that.
Yeah.
You know, so
but both people don't understand it's not an either or. None of the above is a possibility. None of the above is definitely an option.
So, wait, what? Say that again.
People think it's an either or proposition, but none of the above is an option.
Well, what is it then? What is that then?
You're either July or you're either EVS, but none of the above is an option.
You mean all the other people, you mean?
No, I'm just saying that they're saying it's a binary, but it's not a binary.
Oh, I see. Well,
it's not a binary. There's a huge group of us who are like neither.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to go with this guy over here or this guy over here. And you know, you can't make me. You can't make me.
You know what's funny? That is true. And it's also true that most people would drop quick if they could get around those guys. Right? And I've seen it.
Well, eventually, the group of us that are just tired of all of this shit are going to split off. And there's something new that's going to form. But I mean, by saying it's either my way or the highway, they're just pretty much guaranteeing this is going to happen. And it pretty much had to at some point, you know, because you got the fan groups and then you got the movement, and they're not one and the same. And so eventually the fan groups are going to like go with their God, you know, go with whoever they're worshiping right now.
Right.
And the rest of us are going to go about the business of replacing the mainstream like we're supposed to be doing.
Look at that. I put a comment on the screen.
There you go. Congratulations. You're getting good at this.
I'm like the next Rush Limbaugh.
Oh, pretty much, yeah. Without the morbid obesity, you know.
Right. What was his name of that guy who helped him? The black guy who did all the producing.
Never watched Rush Limbaugh.
Oh, you really? Okay.
No, I
No
didn't.
kidding. Rush was really good at control of language and control of his voice.
Yeah, which he enjoyed the sound of, which is why I didn't watch the Rush Limbaugh. So.
Well, that is true. I mean, that is his job to sort of babble.
I was an Andrew Breitbart guy.
Right, Andrew Breitbart, right?
Unfortunately, posthumously, I didn't follow him when he was alive. I followed him after he was murdered.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I came on to him late.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember him. I remember. I forget. I think I knew him before the. There was a time when he exposed
Which thing did he expose?
The New York congressman was texting.
Anthony Weiner.
Yeah, I knew him before then even.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was strange the way that he passed away. And I remember thinking,
of course, it was strange the way he passed away. A perfectly healthy guy just goes out for a jog and drops dead of a heart attack on the middle of a jog.
I mean,
in California, in California, are you kidding me? Of course, he was murdered. Had no history of heart disease. Had no problems whatsoever physically,
right,
and just drops dead of a heart attack in the middle of a jog.
Right.
In California. Why anybody conservative would live in California? I'd have no idea.
Well, because his family had money. He lived in Brentwood, yeah. So it's like
it didn't save him.
No,
it didn't save him, did it?
You got to wonder. There's a thing that they talked about in the 70s. Okay, when they talk about stuff,
let me tell you this. Let me tell you this though. The guy who gave him the information about Anthony Weiner, was drove to a road that he doesn't ever drive a month out from his wedding, his first wedding. I mean, this wasn't like multiple weddings. This was like his first wedding. About a month before, he drives to a road that he never drove to and commits suicide, supposedly.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, this happened 2 years ago.
Wow.
But he was the one that he was the one. It was right after people found out that he was the one that gave Breitbart the information about Anthony Weiner.
No kidding.
So
yeah, I mean,
he got Arkansided. He got Arkansided.
Right.
And he lived in California. It happened in California. Why anybody that has any kind of like sway in conservative circles lives in California, I have never known.
I mean, they grew up there. They probably would think they like it or something, right? I mean,
it's not coming back. California can't come back. They have corrupted the voting system in California so drastically.
Oh yeah.
There is no way that California will ever see red. I mean, there's no way that all of those coastal cities, all those coastal states are so deep blue because of they completely corrupted the electoral systems in all the states. They all have drop boxes. Okay, where do you think that drop box idea came from? It came from these deep blue states. They all have drop boxes.
Oh, I'm sure. Like they perfected that process in other states, and then they move it out.
Yep. The whole entire mule thing that came straight from California and Pennsylvania and these other states.
Oh wow.
That was well concerted because they've been doing it for generations now. And so, but they never tried it nationwide because they couldn't get until mail-in voting was passed in all these other states. They couldn't get it. They couldn't do it on a mass scale, but now they can.
Well, you know what it is. People are stuck in this political paradigm, and so they want their team to win, right? So they're going to avoid any real truth. And then the other thing is, they don't really. They have the pressure on them throughout their life. They don't really want to go, wait a second, this stuff is corrupt. Wait a second, no way. You're right. They can't admit it to themselves.
No, they can't.
And I think that paradigm is a creation, right? Somebody's created that to get the electorate in a certain spot, but You can't really put your finger on this stuff.
I'm gonna make you a GIF, by the way.
Okay.
An animated GIF.
Oh, cool. How do you do that?
I have my ways. Do not ask how the magician does his tricks. That's rude.
Let me try something here. Let me see if I can lower my camera settings. You blurred up. There we go. I'm at 480 now. So, all right, let's see you do it, man. I don't know what you're freaking talking about, but I'm excited to see it. I should. Are you when you say animated GIF? What the fuck is that? Oh wow, I lost you. You can look up and find an illustration of a dissection of a neutron star, which shows what each layer is made of. The WHO dissected a neutron star to get that information. Well, is that real?
Sorry, I got kicked off.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. Give me. Are you gonna be on here for a little bit?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Might as well be.
All right, let me do this. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, wait, let me turn that music off. All right. It's an example of things they tell us to believe without proof, and we don't question it. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. There's no doubt about it. I have not heard that theory about the neutron star, but I'm sure it sounds like you have. There's probably a ton of stuff they tell us is just total bullshit. There's no question, and that's my particular perspective. Even things when they show us there's proof, and you're like, yeah, So yeah, it's a good point. Thanks, man.
Hey, man.
Okay, there you go.
All right. I forgot that. Can you make me admin right quick?
Yeah, sure. How do I do that? I click on the thing there. How do you do that?
Well, let's see. Maybe under settings. No.
At least I figured that one out there.
Yeah, I think you have to. Yeah.
What? How do you do
Might
that?
be
I
under
don't know
your
how to do
settings.
it.
I don't know.
Oh, is that right? General, probably. Or
Mm-hmm.
guests.
Mm-hmm.
Guess no. Right.
You may have to. You may have to back out of the stream. I don't know.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
That might not.
Let me go in my own StreamYards and check. Let me go in my own StreamYards and check.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me.
Right.
When you do that, let me try something. I'm gonna kick you from studio. Watch.
Okay.
Get gassed. Boom.
All right. You back out, go to members, and add me as an admin. Avery Cooper at yahoo.com.
Sorry, I had it muted. So if I back out, it'll stop the stream, though, right?
No, it'll still be alive. It'll still be
really.
Active.
So back out, and then I'll do what?
Go under members,
okay.
and then select or type in Avery Cooper at yahoo.com.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. It looks like it's my stream now. Okay, let's see. What kind of trouble can we get into here? Well, this Shadowpunk guy, he's a little problematic. To be honest, he's a little problematic. It is what it is. I'm kidding. He's an awesome guy. Don't tell him I told you that. He's pretty awesome. But we'll see how this goes. It may not, it may not change the settings in here if he changes it out there. But
it didn't. It couldn't find you at Avery Cooper at yahoo.com.
okay. All right, let me did you
do it? We know there's another way to do it.
Okay.
Because I'm guessing you're gonna get you made me an animated GIF, you said?
Yeah.
Could you just put that DM that to me?
All right. People that I've done that before weren't able to get it, but let me StreamYards it to Dropbox it to you.
Okay.
Let me Dropbox it to you.
Okay.
All right, uploading it to Dropbox now.
Oh, I see. And then how do I get to the Dropbox? You sent that to my DM.
I'll send you a link. Yeah,
I got you.
I'll send you a link through the private chat here.
Oh.
It'll be worth it. Trust me. You'll like it.
I believe you. I probably won't like it. I'll probably think it's crazy.
Yeah. Well. Okay.
I didn't even think about. I know that you got your animated one, but it's a cool thing. I should probably, this is going to be neat. I don't know. By the way, I don't know how you animated it. Did it flip, rotate?
Oh, I'll explain it to you.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
Let's see if this link works first.
Yep. Let's see. Boom, boom. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's kind of cool. Who animated that thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see.
You did.
Okay. Stop.
Should be able to download it.
Yes. Hold on. File, save as, PN. Oh, just download.
Just download it. It's a GIF already. And then go over your brand.
Oh wait, I have to log into. Oh, okay.
You shouldn't have to log in or anything. You should just be able to download it.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool. You're like a thinker.
A little bit.
I mean, that's pretty neat.
Okay, yeah. So go under brand. Go into brand.
Oh, there it is. And then upload logo.
Upload logo. And then select it. It should be the right size.
Oh, you matched it to one you already had?
Well, as long as it's under a certain megabyte, it should work.
Okay, there we go. Boom! Shaka boom! That's cool, man. Thanks.
You dig it?
Yeah, it's really cool. So we were sitting here, did you go, wait, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So I already had this clip. And so what I did was I trimmed the clip, and then I made it into a square by expanding it out till it was a square. And then I lowered the pixels per square, shifted it down to about 360. And then there's a program online called GIF. Yeah. Then there's a program online. It's less than that now, probably. But it's called GIFsicle, and uploaded it to it, and then I decreased the size to what I needed, which is less than 3 megabyte. And then,
wow.
There you go.
It looks really cool. Yeah, so that logo, it's
I can slow it down too if you need me to.
No, it's cool. That logo was my original logo, and I even have a T-shirt with that. And the thing about it
I've
is
got the T-shirt. Yeah.
No, the other T-shirt. I have one T-shirt with a steel logo that my nephews got for me for Christmas, and then I have the final one that you have, right? And I've always debated which one I like better because, they're just different, you know.
Well, just before this, she was holding up like the little steel, like star, but I thought it was more important to get the
totally
the logo in. So.
Yeah, totally. Well, that's really cool. Thanks for doing that.
No problem, man.
That's really neat.
I did it for the guys over at Broken Compass one night. I was on stream with them, and I did one for them, but they never got it uploaded. And they use it as theirs. So
when you say Broken Compass, you mean Dave? Oh no, that's somebody. That's something different, right?
No, James and Odin from Broken Compass Comics.
Oh, okay.
They did Magnificent Bastards and
James is the guy that's the smart aleck guy.
That's the guy. Yep. Smart aleck. Yep, that's him.
Right. I forgot. He's cool. He's funny.
Yeah, he's very funny. Very funny. Very twisted, but if you like that kind of humor.
Right. I mean, I kind of, in my mind, I don't know how everybody else is. When you enter into these spaces, you're going to run into quote unquote characters. Right. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what makes the space fun. Right. Because, that guy's a good example. He's an excellent example of somebody who was a class clown in high school.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So maybe you were. I was not. Okay.
I wasn't. No.
Right. I mean, and it's a skill. You end up learning a really cool skill your whole life.
Yeah.
Right. Which is a skill of banter and putting sentences together to entertain people in a certain kind of a way, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, clearly, EVS does that too, right? He definitely has a class clown, a little bit kind of a thing going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes when I work, I talk to my computer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you do it, please? You get frustrated. Right. Well, that's cool. But they haven't put it up yet?
What's that?
They haven't put their GIF up yet?
Yeah, I haven't watched the next I haven't watched the show since.
I see.
I sent it to them.
I got you.
They said they were going to do it the very next show. So I haven't really watched the show since.
Right.
So I have to check.
So,
but it was a gift. It was a gift to them. They're free to use it or not.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. When did you plan for your book to be finished?
In sometime in June.
Oh wow! Okay.
So, yeah.
So,
I can.
Go ahead.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
So, what's the progress then? Like, where are your artists at? Is this something you want to divulge?
Well, well, it's just that I still have yet to talk to all the parties involved, and so I want to kind of keep it under my hat until I do.
Okay,
so I don't want anybody, I don't want anybody hurt, hurt by things, But
okay,
I'm a project manager, which means that it's all on me. It's all on me, ultimately, end of the day.
It kind of is.
You have to make choices. Yeah, you have to make choices sometimes. It's easier for you because you're going to fire yourself. What
Right.
It might be a little odd.
Right. Have you ever? So, but you're the project manager, but you are the writer too, obviously. So, has it ever?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See, I'm the artist, and in my mind, it's odd that people do books unless they are either the writer or the artist. Right? And I'm not. Everybody can do it a certain way.
Like Belmont's neither.
Right? Yeah, he's a producer.
Well, Belmont's neither, but he did a comic. He did 2 comics. So, yeah,
he's the idea guy.
He got the writer and he got the artist together. Yeah.
Okay, but
it happens. There's people out there and do that.
It does, yeah, totally. It's just my brain doesn't really grasp why somebody would do that, even though it totally makes sense. I'm sure, right? Because I'm in my mind, it's not about making a product. It's about, in my brain, it's about making the artistic thing. And I'm the one who's doing it. And that's the only reason I would do it. Right?
Yeah.
But in the real world, I think that people make comic books to sell to people.
Yeah.
Right? I think normal people think that way. That's the more logical way. But in my mind, I don't think that way.
I don't either. I don't think that way either.
Oh, really?
I mean, if you're on Eric July's level, yeah, or if you're on EVS's level, or one of these professional guys, yeah, then that's a concern, because you're making enough profit that this is your job. For the most part of us, we're just trying to share the lifelong dream, or the product that we've always dreamed of making, and and with me, my characters are so beloved to me that I want people to know who they are.
Oh, for sure. So do you have a plan then after the first issue comes out?
Yeah. Get work on the second one. So anyway.
I would, you know what? Everybody has different ways of doing stuff, right? So in my mind, after your first issue comes out, I would come up with ways to get that in front of people.
Yeah.
Because like my book, I even gave, like, you could give them away. You could find people who are influencers and give them your book.
Why would I do that? Why would I give a shit what influencers do?
Well, I mean, okay. We should all give a shit because that's the way the world works. Am I wrong or am I right? Because you want the next book to make more money. So
work out.
Say that again. You broke up.
Yeah, they do, but that doesn't mean their opinion matters worth of shit. Just for back, just so they could.
I heard part of you. Hey, do me a favor. Can you turn off your camera to see if it works? Because you're breaking up. You're breaking up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. My internet's cutting out for some reason.
Okay, right. Could you?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Okay, I can totally see you perfect now. Yeah. Okay, so start over. So I was saying, if you get it in front of people, that they can read your book. And you said that doesn't really make sense because you don't really care about what they say, right? Can you hear me? Testing 1 2 testing.
I'm sorry, man. It's me. It's not you. It's me.
Oh, I know. Can you turn your camera off?
To cut out on me for some damn reason.
Can you turn your camera off?
Yeah. Well, let me show you this before I do.
Yeah, I saw that. That was awesome.
You did?
This is the one the guy did for you at the convention.
Yeah.
Right. Can I ask you how much you paid for it?
$50.
You don't have to tell me. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yep. So is that one of the characters in the universe?
Yeah, that's Violence. That's one half of Violence.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that's the ghostly half of Violence. Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Of course, you may not exist.
What? Why is that?
Well, she could just be a figment of this girl's imagination.
Oh, is that right?
Because there's no proof that she ever existed. Yeah, there's no proof she ever existed. She's been erased from history.
When you had him do that artwork,
yeah,
did you tell him what it looked like, or did he embellish it himself?
I created it in game of City of Heroes.
Oh wow!
And yeah.
That's a pretty cool way to do it.
Yeah, I created it in City of Heroes, and I had the yeah.
Wow. Did you
Yeah. Looks. Go ahead. Hold on 1 second. Okay, let's try that.
Okay. Yeah. Have you ever thought about doing using AI to design more characters? Is that even an option?
You cut out for a second. Doing what?
Have you ever thought about thought about using AI to design characters?
No, I haven't. I can't afford those assets, so I don't even look at it.
Oh, is that that's expensive?
I assume they are to get sufficient enough AI to do me any good,
Oh, I see. I got you. Because the reason I bring it up is because it seems like it would be really useful for a writer, right? So you don't have to rely completely on somebody else to design your thing. You know what I mean?
True. That's true.
Which would be kind of nice. You don't have to literally count on other people. I like that.
Yeah, that would be definitely advantageous, but right now, I am where I am, and
right.
I can only use my box of crayons. So
Yeah, for sure. And you have the artist to help you just, bring it to life. So that's a cool thing. Yeah. I mean, he did a great job.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I'll show you something backstage. Like I said, there's some people I need to talk to before, I go too much further.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've been on for 2.5 hours, so I think I'm pretty good, to be honest with you. Yeah. So, all right, Black Hat Cinephile, thank you, sir, for showing up. You are a scholar. That is very clear to me. So, I mean, the guy's got knowledge.
Yeah.
Have a good one, brother. Take care.
Yeah. See you, man.
Leaves. Oh, no, I got an end stream.
Yep, you got end stream.
End stream.